doing a video about the girlfriend's getaway, the gentleman's adventure, the holiday getaway, the couple's getaway. So I was giving everybody a little bit of information on that, and I ran over a little bit of time. So I hope you will join me for live, and let's get started. Welcome to my live chat. And let's see what's been going on since we last talked. Now, you know, tonight was not wisdom and wellness. One of the things you're going to have to keep up with is looking at my post on YouTube. The next wisdom and wellness class will be April the 19th. And I'm going to have to bring the camera a little closer to me. Simply Idaho, thank you for joining. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you, darling? Haven't seen you for a while. Happy belated birthday also. Good. I'm glad you just received the notification because I just came on here. I'm late. I should have been on here about 9 minutes ago, but I've been doing a video about our new getaways coming up in August. Hello. Cool day in Texas, 57. Oh my gosh, it was warm here. I got rid of the little fireplace thing that I bought right before Christmas, put it away, and got out my fan. Couldn't believe it. Hi, Violet. Hi, Elizabeth again. Olga, is that it? Are you? Oh. No, I'm not in my pajamas. You know what I thought people were going to think? No, it's just a long top and jeans. They look like pajamas, though, don't they? But they're not. Nope, it's a top. In fact, I went into the shop today where I bought it, and I said, I don't like that blouse. And he said, why? And I said, because it makes me look like I'm in a sack of potatoes. No, it's not my PJs. In fact, if there were PJs, they wouldn't be long sleeve because I can't wear sleeves. Okay, let me see. Hi, my darling Janice. You look so happy. Thank you so much. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. Hey, Chris. Hey, Gracinda, is that how you said that? Lenore, Natalie, Elizabeth again. Warm in Atlanta, waiting for rain tomorrow. Okay. My daughter is in Florida right now, and I think she's going back Sunday. Yep, she's going back Sunday. She'll get some of the weather. Hi. Now, listen, guys. I've got to talk to you about something serious. You know, the other night, we hit 32,000. Yes! Can you believe it? You and me, we both did that. Not just me, you and me. But if you have not subscribed to my channel, would you please go to Janice in France on YouTube and subscribe? It just takes a few minutes. There's no cost, there's no time, just like 2 or 3 seconds. You just hit the button, subscribe, and if you want to hit the bell so you know when I come on next time, do so. Please, 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 if you haven't, I'd appreciate it. Hi, my darling, it's Lila from USA. I love your hair. Thank you, darling. I'm about to go to bed, and I thought somebody might say something about it, but, you know, it's okay. Congratulations. Thank you very much. We all did it. Not just me. We all did it. Let's see who I've forgotten. I think I've got everybody so far. Desi, I used to live in Paris. What part? I'm going into Paris tomorrow. I have a friend of mine that has come in from Georgia. And Janice. I have a friend of mine tomorrow coming. I have a friend of mine coming in. I can't talk. I have a friend of mine that's here from California. And tomorrow is his last full day, and I'm going to go in, have coffee with him, and then we're going to just go see what we're going to go see. We're going to hit a few museums and just have a great day. When you moved to France, you moved with your dog and cat. Your dog passed away, and then you got a new one. Yes. Would love clarification on what? Yes, I went to Normandy and I got Max. What would you like clarification on, you honey? Well, hi, Lila. Thank you so much. You lived in the 15th arrondissement. Okay. Overlooking the sun. How wonderful. I just come from Iceland. Soon I will go to France. Wow, you are really traveling. I'd love to go to Iceland. Tell me, you know what? Email me and let me know what it was all about. JaniceandFrance@gmail.com. I'd appreciate it. So the one that wanted to know about the dog, yes, I came over with 3 suitcases, Buster and Kitty. And now I have Kitty and Max. And I bought Max about maybe 3 months before Buster left us. And they got along sometimes, and then other times you'd see them not getting along, and then sometimes at night you'd see them sleeping together. It was crazy. You rent in an apartment, you go at least 2 or 3 times a year. Well, let me know next time you come, and let's have a cup of coffee. You want to know where I got Max? I got Max in Normandy. I just happened to be, I don't know, on Facebook doing something, and there was this ad that they had these Shih Tzus because that's what I was wanting. And I'd been looking everywhere, and they have SPCAs and things like that here. They're not called that, but they have things like that. But I don't have a car to go and see it. So this person put these little babies. They were only like 4 days old when I got there. I couldn't believe it. And I chose him because he was the runt. I think they lied to me because he's huge. He's the biggest Shih Tzu. I've had Shih Tzus for the last 20 years. He's the biggest Shih Tzu I've ever owned. Well, the last 30 years, really. Yep, that's where I got him. Have you been? Yes, I have been to Deauville. I went last August. It was lovely, and I want to go back. Janice, I said to you, hi, I wish you beautiful wishes for traveling. Thank you, Lila. Or is it Lila or Lila? You look like you have hyper fixation. I have no idea what that is, honey. I don't know what that is. Sorry. What do you like about the breed of dog? Oh, it's just the most loving animal, and they're so spoiled. They're a little stubborn, but Max has been really good. If I'm gone, I just put down a little pee pad, and he goes on it. You know, it's really nice. And he sleeps with me, but he's been sleeping with me since the day he came home. Let me see. I missed some people. Cynthia, where are you going, Janice? I'm not. Oh, tomorrow? I don't know. We're just gonna meet for coffee and say, uh, Halima. Yes, you got a shout out. Many girls. Hello, Lila from USA. And I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but you are from Pakistan. Thank you so much. Many girls, you are so beautiful. Thank you so much. And hanging in with Mango. Hi, I'm new to this channel. Can you tell me what you do? Yes, I can. I'm a retired school teacher. I moved to France 3 years ago, and what I do on my YouTube, Janice in France, YouTube, I encourage other people my age, a little younger, a little older, to not give up on life. If there's something that they've been dreaming of, whether it's moving to another country or another town, moving closer to their children, moving further away from their children, taking up dancing, whatever, I just encourage people to do what they want to do. My big saying lately has been, life isn't over till it's over, you know? So just get out there and enjoy yourself, and don't go to the old folks home going, darn, I wish I'd done that. It doesn't have to be anything as big as what I did, move to France. And then on Sunday night, I have my videos that come out at 6 p.m. And they're usually about something I did in France, or something going on in France, or something I'm going to be doing in France that has something to do with France. And then every other Thursday, I have a video, and it's kind of like a little coffee chat. I just talk to you like you're sitting here in front of my living room. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. It's okay. Hey, I'm new to this channel. I just did. What plans do you have for the coming week traveling? I'm not going anywhere this week except to Paris tomorrow. I work a lot. My weekdays are pretty full. In fact, I just got through working on the girlfriend's getaway. We're going to be offering a girlfriend's getaway, couples getaway, gentleman's adventure, and holiday getaway this year. So I just got through doing a little advertisement about that. I can't wait to talk more to people about that. So tomorrow I'm just going into, do you spend a lot of time alone? Heck no. Heck no, I'm not. Now listen, I live alone, but I'm not lonely, if that makes any sense. I have YouTube, I do newsletters, I do the stuff for the girlfriend's getaways. What else do I do? I do 2 YouTubes a week. I have a meeting with Mary Grace. We have to discuss the editing. And I'm busy, let me tell you. And then every day at 2 p.m., I have my French class. Of course I'm okay. Any advice for a lonely retiree? Yes, I do. First thing you need to do is find where you can give your time, whether it be a nursing home, whether it be a school, or whether it be teaching people how to read. Go out there and find what you can do to help others, because as soon as you start helping other people, it's going to make you feel so much better about yourself. Nobody wants to go to the old folks home. Well, they may not want to go to the old folks home, but we all got to go one day. I like your style. Thank you so much. We're seriously considering moving to Greece. You know, that is one country I've never been to. Well, that's not right. I haven't ever been to Croatia either. But I've heard Croatia is just as beautiful as Greece. But I know nothing about moving to Greece. So if you find out some information, let me know. Were you able to keep your U.S. bank account? I have a U.S. bank account, yes. And I have a French bank account. My Social Security goes to my French bank account, and then my 2 pensions go to my bank in the States. And I'm getting ready to give, in fact, it's already been done. It'll be coming out not this Sunday, but maybe the next Sunday. I did it absolute everything, what I spend money on. I didn't give you exact amount what I make, but you can kind of figure it out. But I tell you what I spend money on and what I think you could live on and that kind of thing. So that'll be coming out in a couple of weeks. Going to Paris is a big deal. It's a big deal. Every time I go into Paris, it's like, I'm in Paris. It's me, the little girl from Pasadena, Texas. You know, my dad worked at the paper mill. I'm in Paris. I can't believe it. You look like a Facebook mom. Well, because I'm old? I guess. I'm not I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, you know, whatever. Favorite book genre? Mystery, absolutely. Detective mystery. I love British mysteries. The second part of that is any advice for newly retirees? Yeah, find your purpose. The first month after I retired, I watched Netflix because I never had time to just sit down and binge movies. So I watched Netflix and I had just enjoyed it. And then I thought, okay, Janice, what are you going to do? So I became a chaplain for 2 years and I worked in a hospital. One I worked in right outside of Atlanta in Gwinnett, and it was a trauma hospital. And the next one I worked in was in Gainesville. But I enjoyed doing that. But I find that when you're retired, you've got to have a purpose. And the same thing I tell people about when they move to France. What is your purpose going to be? What are you going to do when you get here? You know, are you just going to travel? If you've got that kind of money, go for it. But after a while, you know, you want roots and you want to have a community. I have a community with my church. I have a community with people in town. I have met friends. I have a lovely lady, Beverly, that moved here in November. She and I are good friends. I have several friends here, so I don't really worry for anything to do. I work part-time teaching college. That's good. Is this live now? Yes, it is. Do you need a U.S. address and a U.S. phone number to keep your U.S. account? No, you do not. I do too. I love true crime. You're an empty nester. Me too, darling. No hubby. No, I've been a widow for 13 years. Thanks. I just stumbled upon this. Well, yay, Teresa. Thank you so much for stumbling. Jean Marc, I think mine is doing charity work in my area and attend a few local clubs. I think that's a good thing. Um, I'm not much for book clubs. I'm not much for a lot of. After I retired, this is one thing I noticed. I wasn't one for being at somewhere at 9 o'clock, having to be somewhere at 11 o'clock. I just kind of wanted to get up when I wanted to get up and do what I wanted to do. But I do think that giving of yourself, having a passion, doing whatever you want to do. My passion is YouTube. My passion is YouTube. My passion is I'm on the computer. Certain part of the day collaborating with companies and discussing this and discussing that and talking to other people. And I talk to people about, moving to France. And also on Saturday night, not tonight, on Saturday night, the next one will be April the 19th. We have a wisdom and wellness class. And that's where we're going to talk about things like anxiety, what it's like to be an empty nester, what can we do. So we're going to do things like that. What do you do for your mental and spiritual health, Kiaz? I find you different person. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I go to church. Mental health, I do Pilates, and then I do, I take my French every day, so that kind of keeps my little brain active. I do Pilates every day. I walk at least 3 miles a day. I'm trying to get it up to 5, but I'm not sure what you say. Because I find you a different person. I'm not sure what that means. LAB, is that your name? Cynthia Sunflowers, I love that. How to meet friends at age 60. I spent so many years raising my daughter and working full time. I know. I don't even remember when I lived in Georgia. I don't even know maybe 3 people that lived in that neighborhood. Now, Jennifer knew everybody, and everyone knew Jennifer and Buster, but I didn't know anyone because all I did was work. How do we join the class on Saturday nights? You email me, and then I will send you the Zoom link. Now, the next one is going to be April the 19th. And I had people say, well, I can't join that because that's Easter. That's good. But there's some people that won't have family for Easter. So that's exactly why I did that on Saturday evening. Yep, I like working on my own timetable. No schedule, no structure. Well, I do have to have a structure because Mary Grace and I we have meetings on Monday and Thursday. If you don't know who Mary Grace is, she's my editor. And then I do videos all during the week, and then I write scripts and come up with ideas of things I think you might be interested in. I take care of my house. I take care of my animals. I go get my toes done. I go get my nails done. I get my hair done. The normal stuff. Are you Catholic? No, I'm Protestant. I have my friends at my parish church. What's the meaning of life in your view? I think life isn't meaningful. I'm sorry. I disagree with you. Life is very meaningful. I enjoy every day that I get to wake up and live, and I'm blessed every day that I get to wake up. So I find life very meaningful. And if you don't find life meaningful, maybe you need to join our wisdom and wellness class. Maybe we can help you out. Yes, honey, I have 2 pets. I have a cat and a dog. Max is my dog. Kitty is my cat. Ooh, second live, yay. You have a beautiful smile and a beautiful life. Yes, I do. I do have a beautiful life. I'm very, very blessed. I know that there's so many people out there struggling financially. And I'm not a millionaire. I don't make a lot of money. I had someone the other day say she wears fashionable clothes because she's rich. Trust me, I'm not rich. If I were rich, what would I do if I was rich? If I were rich, let me see. I might live in Paris. If I was really rich, I might live in Paris. Kitty's a very original name. I know. My daughter and I had just come back from a trip from Paris years ago. I mean, Kitty's 16 years old. And Jennifer named her Paris. And so we go outside and we go, here, Paris, 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 Paris. And I said, Jennifer, that sounds weird. And so we just said, okay, we'll call her Kitty. What's your email? Janice in France at gmail.com. Oh, I visit the doctors all the time. Yeah. I go and get my medicine renewed. I have the same medicine I had in the States. And so I go and get it renewed. And I just walk down 20 minutes and I have my English speaking doctor. I'm very spoiled. That's one reason why I don't think I learned English. I don't think I learned French as I did. I was just kind of spoiled and letting people talk English to me. But I love doing French. In fact, my French teacher told me the other day I was improving tremendously. You would live in Paris maybe if I were rich. Yeah, I might. I don't know. But I'm not rich, so don't worry about it. Today's your birthday. Can you say happy birthday? Happy birthday to you. Did you receive your carte vitale? No, but we were working on it. So many people want to be where you are right now and watch you as inspiration to improve their situation. I hope they do. I hope they really do. Because I'm telling you what, I wouldn't ever move back to the States, and that has nothing to do with political. It has nothing to do with political. It is because I could not live in this kind of space, in this kind of little town with no car. And so, when you have a car, you have insurance. So I am very blessed. And, I just wish I could take all the people that want to come over here and we just would have a whole big community. But, and especially the widows that, that live by themselves and they don't have maybe family that pay any attention to them. I would love to just have a commune for widows. I guess that's just where my heart is because I've been one for 13 years. Now, I had a 12-year-old that I had to raise, so really was never lonely because I had a child. But I know there are a lot of widows out there, and they're very lonely. And if you are a widow and you want to join my Wisdom and Wellness class, please do. How do you like south of France? Oh my gosh, I went a couple of months ago, and I went to Menton, I went to Nice, and I went to Ez, and oh my gosh, it's just lovely down there. It's a little expensive for my budget, but it's lovely. Hello, happy birthday. Do a lot of people in Fontainebleau? Yes, a lot of people in Fontainebleau speak English, and I was getting kind of lazy. So now, like today, I had a gentleman and he was speaking to me and he was going English to French, English. I said, speak to me in French and see if I can understand you, at least. Maybe I can get a word or two and understand what you're trying to say to me. When will you have information about the holiday getaway? I have it right now. I will give it to you right now. It's November the 23rd. Let me check. It's November the 23rd to the 29th is the holiday getaway. I can't wait. It's one of those things that's not going to be like you got to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning because the main thing about the holiday getaway is you want to be able to see the lights and all of that. So we're going to get up about 11, kind of take our time, and we're going to go to the Tuileries Gardens at night and have some hot show. That's not right. We're going to have some hot wine, and that was the wrong word. Sorry, show is for hot. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I don't know what it's called. Vin show? Vin show? I don't know. I'll have to ask my French teacher or look it up. But anyway, we're going to go to Galeries Lafayette. We're going to go to Champs-Élysées. We're going to go to Tuileries Garden. We're going to do everything holiday that you can think of. And we're going to do a hop-on, hop-off bus, but we're going to start later on in the afternoon so that when we finish up, we'll be able to see some of the holiday lights. I don't know how I keep Kitty from doing it. All I know is like today, she goes out. I leave my patio door open and I hear her meow. I go back downstairs. She comes to me. I pick her up. She gets in the elevator and she comes in the house. I don't know. She's just smart. And is your goal to become fluent in French? Absolutely it is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, you know I'm pretty old, so I probably will never become fluent, but I want to try to do the best I can. Yes, I do. I really, really do. Because I love the language. I love learning the language. And that's one thing I was doing tonight. I was watching a video because I like to watch little clips, like little movies, and see the words and see if I can pronounce them. And now I'm getting to the point um, that even when I go to Google Translate, at least I know how to pronounce the words. At first, I would just give them the Google Translate and let them read it. But now I know a little bit more, and I'll keep learning more and more and more because I do it 5 days a week. And at least I know how to pronounce some of the words. Yes, happy birthday to the young lady that was in the chat. You are the best. Thank you so much. Do you feel safe? Absolutely, I feel safe. In fact, when I go down the street, I have my phone in my hand, my credit card in my back pocket. No problem. Now, when I go to Paris, that's a different story. Heard that France, Portugal, and Canada are getting stricter with their residency requirements. Well, what they're wanting you to do is to show that you're more a part of France. They want you to have a bank account. You have to have insurance on your apartment, which I didn't know that till the other day. They want to make sure that you are spending money in France. They want to make sure that you have enough money so that you're not a burden. And the first year that you're here, you have to have insurance. In fact, if I don't get my residency card within the next month and a half, I'm going to have to purchase insurance again because they don't want me to be a burden on them, and that makes sense. Do you make a video from South? Yes, I did make a video. You can go back on my YouTube and watch it. I went to the Venice Carnival, and then I went to and then we had a beautiful apartment that we looked down and saw the Citron Festival in Menton. So many people don't have any support family and are completely alone, both men and women, even younger people. I agree. That's why I started this wisdom and wellness. So many people are alone, and some people worry about politics. Some people worry about money. I always worry about money. That's my biggest worry. I really don't worry about health. I probably should, but it's not going to do me any good to worry about health. I always worry about money. I mean, I think, oh, am I going to have enough of this? Am I going to have enough of that? Okay, I do. Okay, I don't. Your 65th birthday tomorrow. Well, happy birthday tomorrow early. Are you on OnlyFans? I don't understand that. Thank you. And thank you for the... Yes, is it called Von Show? Von Show? Von Show. Von Show. Why did I leave the USA? Because I wanted to. It was 2022 and I was bored and I needed an adventure. So I thought I'd always wanted to live in France, so I did. It had nothing to do with wanting to leave the US. It had nothing to do with politics. If you will go back and look at my YouTube channel and listen to some of them, you know exactly why I left. In fact, I just got through doing a interview with CNN. And if you go to my Instagram, that interview is there. And also, yeah, it's on my Instagram. Yes, I think so. It keeps your mind active. It keeps your brain going a little bit more. Sometimes, I struggle to find words and I know what I want to say, but I think since I've been taking the French and really diving into it, I think it's really helped me. No, my French service is my church service is in English. It's an Episcopalian church and it's run mostly by British. So it's all English. But I have gone to a Czech Catholic church in French. But you know what? I may not know what they're saying, but I know the gist of it, and I enjoy it. How much is insurance there? Well, insurance for my apartment is 75 meters square. It is $21 a month. It's over $1,000 a month in the USA. Thankfully, I'm a retired school teacher. Well, I'm a retired teacher too. I taught for 25 years. I taught 13 years in Georgia, 10 years in California, and then 2 years in Colorado. No, it won't. Well, thank you so much for being with me, and have a great dinner. I ignore people that are rude. It doesn't matter. Oh, you're so sweet about the money. Your channel, have you come across some of the Chateau YouTubers? No, I haven't, but they have such a great community. I have a lovely community. In fact, if you want to join my community, you can go to Janice in France at, no, stop, JaniceInFrance.com and join my community. I have over 1,900 people in my community, and they are just lovely, lovely, lovely. And I send out newsletters once a month. I could do it twice a month, but I don't know if people want to see a newsletter twice a month. But if you do, I can certainly send it out. More spacing between Vonchaud. Vonchaud? Vonchaud. 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 More spacing between it. Vonchaud. Vonchaud. Okay, I'll try it. Do you ever travel to neighborhood countries? Yes. Let me tell you about my next trip I have planned. I'm going to Scotland, and I'm going to ride horses for 3 days. I'm going to be staying in this place, this huge hotel. It looks like a castle. It is a dream of mine come true. I don't know whether it's going to be Max or the kitty or me that's going to have to do without eating for that trip, but one of us may have to. But anyway, I'll be living there. They provide your meals, and even they'll provide your lunch for you to take, so you don't have to go back to the hotel. And I cannot wait to go. And then I get to be on horses. I love horses. I just can see myself sitting underneath a tree, eating my little sandwich and my apple, and my horse just eating on the, nibbling on the grass. Now that probably won't ever happen, but boys, if it does happen, I'm going to take a picture of it just for you guys. And then in December, I'm going to Germany. I'm going to meet some Americans that are going to be there in Munich. I'm going to meet them for 3 days. And then Max and I are going to go to Vienna and see the Christmas markets. Bonjour, Janice. Thank you so much. I'm traveling to France now and didn't know how to manage not knowing the language. Oh, people are nice. It's no big deal. But you want to learn it eventually. Shamika. Hi, I am in Rockrest Elementary. Okay. Whereabouts in California? I'm in LA County. Okay. Can you say, I've already said it, Sanvika? Sanvika. There are 2 options, learn the language or have an interpreter. Bon chance. Well, I don't know. Where I live, English is spoken so much. And even if they say they don't speak English, after a while, like my pharmacy, they said, we don't speak English. Now they speak a little English to me, now that they see that I'm there. I'm not a tourist, that I've been here for a while. They are really nice at my pharmacy. You don't really need to speak the language. I'm telling you, you don't need to speak the language unless you go to an area outside. But most people that come to France, they go to Paris, they go to Nice, they go to Marseille, they go to Lyon, they go to all the big places. Now, if you live out in the country, you better know how to speak French, because there's no one out there. But most of the people, because it's a tourist town, my town is a tourist town. Fontainebleau is a tourist town. We have a chateau here. People come and visit the chateau. So a lot of people speak English. You taught art? Okay. I taught 5th grade, all the subjects. Scotland is beautiful. When you visiting Scotland, you go to visit the south of UK at all, The only UK part that I've ever been to, my daughter loves going to London, so we always go to London. This last Christmas, I went to York. That's the second time I've been to York. But I really like northern London. I really, really do. And, but the Scotland that I'm going to is right on the border of UK. And it's called Scotland Borders Ride. I think it is like that. I think that's what it's called. But for 3 days, I get to ride the most beautiful horse and be around horses and wash them and scrub them and love them and hold them and just enjoy them. I am a big horse lover. Oh, I recently went to Edinburgh. Sounds so charming. Yes. How old are you? I'm very old. Where did you teach in California? Bakersfield. No, I've already said your name several times. Obviously, I'm not saying it correctly, and I do apologize. If you're retired, no pressure to learn the language fully. Yes, it is. Because I want to know the language. I want to know what people are saying around me. I want to be able to go to the theater. And if it's in French, have an idea of what they're saying. Absolutely, I need to learn the language. I do know French enough to read signs and read the menus. Absolutely. I used to live in West Africa, Cameroon, and it was run by French and English, so I learned a little French there. I tried Duolingo for French. I don't think it helps. I don't either. I like having a teacher. Would you consider living in the UK? No, because I don't have enough money to live in the UK. UK has got some strict rules. They want you to have some big time money saved up, and I don't have that. I'd love to. I'd like to live in Wales. I'm old. I mean, it doesn't matter. Thank you. I spent my vacation money last year. I didn't go anywhere. I had my house repainted, wallpaper put up. In fact, all of my dining room is blue. You can't see it now because it's dark. But that's what I did last year. But in 2025, I told myself I am going to travel. I have a cousin, Kristen in Bakersfield. She's a teacher also. Oh, how neat. UK is expensive. That's right. That's why I don't live there. Janice, you make good money with retirement pension and YouTube. But no, don't do the YouTube money. I don't know if you know Elder Gal or not. She makes $1,300 and $1,400 a month. I am nowhere in that status. Trust me. Trust me. I'm nowhere in that status. Thank you for the wallpaper. I love it, love it, love it. People obsess over age. Well, I don't obsess over the age, but I do obsess over what my age has done to my face. So I get treatments, I get facials. I mean, and I even have a video coming out about that too. But I don't obsess over my age. I don't care about, I mean, I can't do anything about it, but I can do stuff about my face and stuff and make sure that I put nice things on it and I don't do yucky junk and, I don't smoke, I don't drink, that kind of thing. Love Elder Gal. Oh, so do I. And now there's another man in Perpignan, and he's met with her one time and they're going to meet up again. So I think that's really going to help her. Okay, thank you for telling me to take care of myself. Mark Bordeaux, I thought YouTubers make good money. Some do. She does. She showed her money from January. I mean, she makes $1,200 a month, $1,300 a month, $1,400 a month. Never have I ever made that. Never. I wish I made that. I'd be doing a lot more. I'd be taking you around a lot more on my YouTubes. No, I don't make that kind of money, darling. He talks to Elder Gal. Yes, I'm so happy. I'm in Innsbruck, Austria now watching you. Thank you so much. I think my friends that are going to meet me in Munich may want to go to Austria, but I've been to Austria so many times and I love it. But I want to go back to Vienna. I've been to Innsbruck is what I meant to say. So much, and I love it. And I've been to the other one, the one that had the Sound of Music. I've been there 2 or 3 times. And I've been to Vienna, but it was in October. But I want to go to Vienna at Christmas, and I want to take Max. And when I say that, he's right there below me on my foot. And I want to take Max with me. I want to dress him up in a little Christmas sweater. I just want to be there. I saw the man in Perpignan. Good. Cynthia, how much do you make? I'm not going to tell people that at all. Never would I put up on YouTube or anywhere else on live or anything else what I make. That is very private. Very, very private. It's just like asking me how much is in my bank. Not going to do it. Yes, it's all about the algorithm. It's all about the views, not just necessarily the subscribers. It's the views that you get. You could take off one day. You have had fun and welcoming personality. Thank you so much. I do. I take off Saturday. Saturday, I went into town. I visited some friends. I had a little bit of hot chocolate. I shouldn't have had, but I did. And I had fun. And then I came back and cleaned up in my house. But I like keeping my house clean and messing around in my house. Well, people can ask anything they want, especially on the internet, because they seem to think they're close. You know, that's right. And that's one thing in France. One thing about their etiquette in France, you don't talk about money at all. You can talk about politics, you can talk about art, you can talk about the traffic, you can talk about a lot of things, but it is very, very rude to ask anyone in France, what do you do for a living? How much money do you make? Very rude. And I do it all the time in the States, not how much money do you make, but what do you do for a living? You know, no one asks that here. No one. Well, I know an Uber driver the other day, he asked me what my work was because, you know, I'm from the States, so he probably figured maybe I was working for a company. And we have a university here, and he may have thought I was teaching here. And I said, no, I'm a YouTuber. That's my job. Yep, that's so American. No takeoff, as in you could easily become big on YouTube one day. I hope so. I want to be like the big girls. I want to have close collaboration, although I do have one coming up. Goelia, Goelia, has collaborated with me. They've sent me 8 outfits, and I have a friend of mine coming in from the States next week, and he's going to film me. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to have my own little fashion show, and I cannot wait. But they are, and I've had Lily Silk, and I do that, but I want to be like the big girls. Do you ever watch Lydia Elise Millen in the UK? I watch her all the time. She's lovely. She's wonderful. She's got over 1 million views. Now, I never expect to get that. She's been working a long time, like over 10 years for that. I won't be alive in 10 years, but anyway, I won't ever get that. But I want to be like the big girls one day. Okay. Does Social Security send you a proof of life? You have to send them back as a abroad retiree? No, I did find out, excuse me, my nose is itching. There's a form that you can get off the internet, and I sent it to them, letting them know that I do live abroad. And then also, when I stopped Medicare, I let them know. And then I also changed my money for Social Security to go from my bank in the States to my bank here in France. And it's so easy because when I buy my groceries, it's euro to euro instead of my bank having to get their little bit of it, the bank here getting their little bit of it, so it's much easier. Yes, I have clients here in the U.S. and have had them for years and never asked them what they do for a living. Yeah, I certainly don't ask about money. I only know teachers. When somebody says they're a teacher, I know pretty much what they made, depending on what state they're in. I don't ever watch Chateau Diaries. I watch Josie. I watch Marie Anne Liqueur. I watch, like I just said, Lydia Millen, Gordon. And then I watch Leonora Seam, I think. I don't know her last name. And then I watch Elder Gal. Okay, I'll be alive in 10 years. Do you know Patricia Brooks? I've seen her on YouTube, but I don't know her. She doesn't live near me, unfortunately, or I'd get together and we'd have a cup of coffee. I hope I make it to 92, but I hope I make it to 90 and in good health. Thank you. I just got it done. Sorry, my ring's turned around. I just got it done. I wanted to go not so bright. It just seemed like all fall and winter I was really bright. Can you say the name again? Was it Olivia Reese Million? Lydia, 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 Elise, Elise, Millen, Millen. Now, Millen was her name, but she got married, so it's Lydia Millen Gordon. But if you look up Lydia, got this long, beautiful hair. She's in the UK. I love her. And she just got a horse, so that's even better. Thank you. What's the brand of, you know what? We have a little store called Monoprix, and kind of like a Target. That's where I got my little jeans. And my top is from my lovely little shop where I buy my clothes here in town called In Blue. And I love it. I went in there today and I said, I really like the stripe, but it makes me look like a sack of potatoes. And the lady in there says, you don't look like a sack of potatoes. And I said, okay. But I think I do. But I love the green and white. What is the brand of your clothes? I don't know. I don't know. Wait a minute. This thing's so big. I don't know. It looks like summum. I don't know. But you know, all my shoes are Babaya. You know me. I'm a Babaya girl. And if you've seen any Babaya commercials or you've seen some of my Babaya commercials, I love them. I have like 13 pair and I'm hoping to have more. They are the most comfortable shoes ever. And this isn't even an ad. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Listen, guys, I've been on here about an hour, and I think it's time for me to go to bed. It's almost 11 o'clock because I got to get up in the morning and do my hair and kind of look gorgeous to go to Paris. And maybe I'll take some film and just do some fun stuff. But I think tomorrow I'm just going to kick back and enjoy the weather. It was gorgeous today, and it's going to be gorgeous tomorrow. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. Now, next week, I have company coming in, but he may be busy on Saturday night, but I'll do another live. If I don't do a wisdom and wellness class, I'll do a live. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm sorry Max is not joining us, but he goes to bed at 8:30. It doesn't matter where. If it's 8:30, he's asleep. And right now, because I'm in the living room, he's in the living room, and he likes to lay on my feet. And Kitty, oh, no telling where Kitty is. She's away from Max, that's for sure. No one makes a huge amount on YouTube. Well, if you have 1 million followers, you do. You can make 5,000 to 10,000 a month, you know. I don't know if I'd want to make that much, honestly. I mean, what would I do with that? I don't know what I would do with it. Good night. Thank you, Janice. Have a good night. Thank you. Have a good time tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do you support gay rights? I certainly do. What do you think the gentleman's getaway is? Gentleman's getaway adventure? Bonjour, bonsoir, sorry. And bon nuit, bon nuit. Nice weekend for everyone. As always, I love you. Au revoir.